Here I am, once again. We're torn into pieces. Can't deny it, can't pretend, just thought you were the one. Um, Welcome back. So, we did like a little binge read, as I hesitate to kind of call it that. Because I did like a lot of skimming, because it would be like full body illustration, you know? He's got Kingdom Hearts feet. And he's happy. And then it would be like wall of text. So I skipped a lot of that. Um, I read probably like a solid, I want to say like 40 pages of the figure drawing book, and then I skimmed like another 50. But if you haven't read the or looked at the Andrew Loomis figure drawing book, the vast majority of it is just like one little drawing, some notes like, hey, this hand here, or whatever. It'd be like, there's a square because right here, there's a bone protrusion. And on a skinny person, it it goes boink. And on a fat person, it goes woink. So something to know. Uh, and it's just a lot of art. And like, hey, here's this beautiful drawing of like some woman dancing, you know, that I've drawn in 2 minutes. Do the same thing. And I'm like, okay, not going to be doing that. I can't draw a woman dancing in 2 minutes. Are you kidding me? I can't draw a woman in 2 minutes. I can't draw in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying here? So, um, and after I got to a certain point in the book, he was just kind of like, hey, like, basically, if you want to continue reading this book and being any good, like anatomy, you got to know how to draw perspective. And I was like, oh, well, I'm out. uh, so what I read yesterday, because I didn't really recap on this, um, I kind of just drew that face, and I was like, I'm fucking balling. So it's like the body is 8 heads, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to exist. You know? And so you got like head is one, neck to like high shoulders or something is two, and then I think to like belly button is three, and then this is groin at four, and then this is like upper thigh, and then this is like just above the knee or something, and this is shin bone, and then this is, like your foot, dude, or whatever, right? Um, which actually I had already known about this. I took a class a long time ago. It was a comic or not comic, a costume design comic. Jesus Christ, costume design class, and he was like, "Hey, like 8 heads, dude. And if you're drawing anime, it's gonna be six. So don't draw anime, because we're here doing costumes, not drawing anime." And I was like, well, I can't draw anime or costumes, so how about that? And actually, I had pretty good costume designs, but every drawing was like, this is a dress, and these are flowers. So, um, yeah. Oh man, I wonder if I've got the files for those somewhere. That would be really fun to show off. Because I think I drew them on a computer and printed them out. Because there's no way in hell I would draw by hand if I didn't have to. And I think I had a drawing tablet by that point in time. So maybe we go digging, see if we can find it. I might have lost them on my old laptop, to be fair. Anywho, what are we drawing today, class? I don't really know. I was working on lips a little bit more last night after we got off the record sesh. Um, I was studying my lips, and then I felt a little weird looking at my lips, and so I just wound up stopping. To be honest, I just started looking at pictures of people and being like, man, wild. People be crazy here, dude. Let's see if we can pull up a good reference image of anybody I've got in my phone besides myself. I got a lot of pictures of myself. Um, which, it is what it is. I take a lot of selfies since 2023, beginning of 2023, because I never took pictures before. And I was like, well, if I die, what are people going to remember me by? They're going to forget what I look like in 2 days. I didn't hanging out with anybody, so I gotta start taking pictures of myself. Yeah, holy cow. We're definitely, if we get to a point where we can draw better, we will definitely be drawing some of these. I've got some great pictures, both in terms of just like me looking really stupid, and also just sorry, trying to focus on the lips here. Me looking stupid and just like some fucking wild hair. Oh, the F bomb slipped out. Shocker. Happens, dude. It happens, bro. Oh, I'm getting lit up. I don't know if you guys can hear my phone popping off, but holy, the same person just sent me like 9 messages. I am losing it. Oh boy, that's so funny. So I said I wasn't gonna draw my lips, but here we are because I actually found a really good picture where I'm clean, well, not completely clean shaven, but my lips are like there, very easy to see. Um, I struggle a lot matching a curve here. I don't really know what I can do to practice that, right? Because like this comes in really nicely, but it comes out really bad. It goes and then it becomes a straight line, more or less. I lose that curve. And that becomes too steep, so he Goldilocks it, and that's probably pretty good. Um, just try and like patch that in. It's okay. And another thing that we talked about yesterday is I'm really bad at drawing this other side. I'm wondering if it would be. I probably shouldn't do that. Never mind. I have this thought, right? Because I know that there's a tool I can use if I draw something. I can flip it and then I could draw it again so that it's a little bit easier. This motion for me is easier than this motion. You see, I don't know what it is. Um, maybe that's just something I should practice doing, but I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel like me just coming in here and just going, is like not really helping the task, right? Maybe I just need to draw a lot of hito in kanji. Hito is person, and that's what the kanji is. 2 strokes, really easy. I do know a little Japanese. I speak more than I read, but I can read a little bit. But we've gotten far off the point here. We were supposed to be drawing with reference. I'm getting a heat warning. That's abnormal. My fan's not even cooking here. And my CPU percentage is at 1.5% on OBS. What's going on? Oh, it's I don't know how much information was just shared. We'll check it a post, but that's the heat warning is for temperatures outside, not my computer. I forgot that this is a thing. How do I get rid of this? Turn off. Holy man. I don't really care if people know where I live. That's fine. I'm not really like that concerned about that, but I just I mean, like, what's the worst thing you do? Come murder me? I'm not that scared. I'm not. It's not that I'm not intimidated by other people. Well, I'm not really, because like, what's the worst that you can do is murder me, and that's easy. You know, that's like easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like being dead is so easy. And then I've got like, I feel when I look at most like good lips. I don't ask me what this line was for. My brain was like, you have to draw the line. So I did. Um, you've got an M versus W shape, right? We've discussed this. I feel like my W is stronger than my M, if that makes sense. I have some pretty big lips. My lips aren't huge, but I have some pretty big lips. Uh, for a white passing dude at the very least. Something like that. I don't know. This is not the same width. Comes out here. My lips are actually really even, it looks in this picture. It's not a perfect front shot. Uh, and by even, I mean this line here and this line here are like in the same spot. And then my upward arc is really subtle here. So I gotta draw it a little bit more subtle. Come back through. Erase some of this. And kind of make it more lippy. These lips don't end in a super tight line. Kind of round out. This side's really low. I need to raise it. And then we draw a pretty straight line all the way through. It's not horrible. It is a little lower, I think, on this side. But the connection, it's like not perfect. I'm trying to draw the lip off of what I see in the image, and it is at a small angle. So this side is going to be a little bit more accentuated. All right, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I'm in relatively good spirits today. My day started off pretty bad. I had plans with a bunch of friends, and nearly all of them bailed One was for legitimate reasons, and then the other I'm saying is illegitimate reasons because I don't consider being sick, like lightly sick, legitimate because I'm a bad person. Um, say you're not gonna get sick and then go. That's my philosophy in life. I ain't sick. I ain't getting sick. You can't make me be sick, you schmuck. And then I go do the thing. Okay, so this is like a very subtle hits here. Little down curve, little down curve. I gotta get rid of this middle line. So anyways, we did those plans. It was a river flow. Where I live, there's a river. I don't know if I just leaked where city I'm in. If I did, you could look it up. There's a river. Um, we went and floated that. I've never done that before, so it's pretty cool. And uh, yeah, had a good time. I got super burned because I'm very pale. I don't spend a lot of time out in the sunlight. As I've mentioned before, I like video games. I like books. I like napping. Um, Not a lot of those things you do outside. You know what I mean? So, these actually look pretty good as is. Um, I was talking before about like adding some lines to the lips to like give it some character. I don't know if that's something that you should really do, especially when they just wind up being perfectly parallel lines, you psychopath. Um, but what we can do, we haven't done this in a minute, is we can add like a little multiply layer and hit this with some gray. Get a brush going here. Holy, holy, holy free holy. And just apply some really basic tone to it. And then I had a different friend come over and I gave them a gift that I bought them a couple weeks back, but just got to my place recently. And they were actually like super stoked. And I was nervous about it. So that made me super happy. So lower lip protrudes more than upper lip. So the shading is going to go very quickly from like dark into highlight. Right? I think that's how that works. I don't know. I was looking at that image for reference, and my phone locked because I haven't used it. So, oopsie. And it's also actually I kind of like because it gives that like weird fleshy lip fold look. I feel like your lips are not like a very good consistent color. Maybe that's just a me thing. And I wonder if we add a new layer. Let's just add some color because why not? Just gonna just add some just a little bit of color here. That's some strong pink, man. Why didn't we highlight the or why didn't we Whoopsie. Yeah, let's just do this. Why are we goofing around? These are some pink lips, man. My lips do not look this pink in real life. Oh, shoot. I'm on the wrong layer again, dude. It's okay. I think there's like another layer that you can do in Clip Studio so that I can actually just completely adjust the tone. Or not the tone, but the color of all this. Not a big deal, however. So we ain't gonna worry about a thing. Because every little thing's gonna be alright. Yeah, so gave that person a gift. They really liked it. They're super excited. So I was super excited. Let's pull open this picture again. So I got highlight like here. You know? It's a little stronger in the center of my lip than it is at the fringes. Or the top of this curve. Right. And then lots of highlight like right here. I'm trying to make individual strokes to kind of accentuate that the lip is not perfectly smooth. Yeah, more like that. Well, we had it going for a second, and then I think I added too much pressure. Oop. And then, like, I honestly, that's kind of like goated for me, I'm not gonna lie. But it makes the rest of this look pretty bland. So I'm wondering if we should kind of just do the same thing here. You know what I mean? Like, add a little bit. And then go back to our multiply layer and kind of just do the. Maybe we go a little lighter on the gray. Maybe something like that. I don't remember how to set color. I know I've done it, but I don't remember how. Replace color. There it is. Okay, well. Wow. Trying to be careful not to mess with the line art. I almost watched a video on lips earlier today, and I didn't. Instead, I read more of that Andrew Loomis book. I almost read a book earlier today. I mean, I almost read watched a video on lips uh, just right before the recording today. Didn't, but I don't feel like these look so bad. The shading here needs to be figured out a little bit better, but this is like giving the feel of lips. You know what I mean? Like if I made this brush narrower, so it was only doing, like if I rotated it 45 degrees to the right, I think these lips would look great. Don't put them so close to the highlight. Like up here maybe. Like, them some really kissable lips, dude. I got some kissable lips, guys. You see this? How kissable my lips are. Um, I'm a psychopath. Why would I ever talk about myself like this? And so we got like, pew, pew, right? So the nostril begins here. Let's just kind of delicately draw this nose line. It's actually closer to that angle there. But it's not that sharp. And then the nostril itself is like somewhere in here. That's way too steep. The bottom. Something like that. Right? Except wider. So maybe something like this maybe? Because I'm looking and the nostril ends about here. Why am I drawing in gray instead of black? You know what? I've been thinking this entire time. I was like, why? How is my pressure so light that it looks this color? That would be why, dude. You forgot to switch back to black. Amy Winehouse. Okay, so addendum. Actually, this goes up here, right? This is an upper, not a downer. You're on coke, not alcohol. Right. Upper, not a downer. And then same on the other side. But it's going to be a little narrower because I'm at an angle. I just made a bunch of stray marks that don't contribute to the process at all. We're not really trying to get a perfect nose. I just wanted to lay that out because then it's like this, right? And this actually comes up here, and this is all that you can see of the nostril. We're going to black it out because we don't want to actually get into the color of my nostril. Pass. Don't want to think about that today. Don't want to think about my little bugs, you know what I'm saying? It's not bugs. Bugs are not the problem. If anything, it's hairy nose. Kind of a hairy dude. You didn't need to know that, but now you do. Welcome to the party. But yeah, so like my day kind of went pretty good. It made a recovery. And I came home and took a nap, and I've been doing laundry. And reading. I binged the rest of my book last night that I started, like the day before, late. It's a book called Heaven Breaker. It was pretty dope. I enjoyed it. Definitely could use some improvement in some areas, but I felt that it had a lot of good spirit. You know what I mean? And I think that's like half the battle with books nowadays. It's got to have some good spirit to it. You know, it was interesting. The writing was interesting. And that's all I can really ask, you know? And then you gotta, the bulb of my nose is like, in this it's gonna be here. I've got like a pretty broad bulb actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's very broad. Which is maybe why I think my nose always looks so big, is because the tip of my nose is not like a little, I don't know, sometimes you see like a nose, right? And it's like boom, 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 and a little bulb, right? But my nose is like boom, 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 and it's like a big bulb. Which is fine because it doesn't look that weird. It actually kind of looks small in this picture because I got a lot of hair. But this is so that I can figure out my line, like for shading here. This nose is horrendous to look at. I'm really bad at drawing noses. Nose might be the weakest part of the face for me. My chin's gonna be somewhere like down here, maybe. That's a little too deep, I think. Yeah, like there. Why am I doing these little weird scribbles? I don't know, man. I know better. I actually do have a pretty good jawline. Today is just a session of me talking up myself based off of this image I'm using as reference. It's a self-love episode, guys. We need more of these. We've had some pretty, like, bummer videos lately, so it makes me look kind of pudge. We gotta, yeah, no, we gotta do sharper lines. Maybe it's not that defined, but all good. What it is, I'm learning. This is bringing back something we talked about earlier. This line is hard for me, and this line. It's the same line, but starting from a different spot. This line is easy, and I feel like that line's pretty easy. But now that I'm trying to draw this other side of the chin, with the jaw, I guess, I'm going back to my little not picking up the pencil enough technique. So I would be placing the eyes somewhere like here, I think. We're not looking at my eyes. I'm just placing them. And then I have big hair in this, so you can cut the forehead out pretty low, and it's a swoop haircut, so I don't even have to cut it even, so that I can kind of give the aesthetic I'm looking for. That's right. I had a little emo hairdo going on for a while. It's kind of like, I don't know why I'm trying to draw that. We just need to draw top of the head. I also do have a pretty large head. And then the brows. My eyebrows are more like this. Kind of. It's kind of a vibe, you know? Except it should be a little further. Looks a bit better. Oh. Back in these days, I wasn't trimming my eyebrows as much. I was only plucking them. Now I have a straight razor. I trim my eyebrows. And I do have an ear here. Needs to sit a little bit on the face based off the angle. Hello? My computer's tired of me. There we go. I have a weak earlobe. I didn't actually used to have weak earlobes. As a kid, I feel like my earlobe was like that, you know? But as an adult, I was just looking the other day because I've been talking about maybe getting a piercing because I don't have any. My ears are bigger than this actually, but this is like good enough. Kind of gets the point across, and you can't see the other ear because I got hair. You can't even really see like the eye. I'm pretty sure because I got hair. I just kind of want to finish it out so that we got like something completed here. Damn, those lips are fucking huge, dude. Those lips are way too big. That's them, and they're not in line with the face, right? Like the face is going this direction, and the lips are kind of like up that way. But that's okay. That's fine. It's really funny that it's this way because I was supposed to draw everything off of the lips. This is kind of what I look like, guys. Just add some like stubble here, you know. Now I do not look like this. This is kind of what I look like. Holy. What am I deleting now? I have no idea. Okay. So here we are, day 15. Lip service. Because I kind of talked myself up. Had a good day. Hopefully we can maintain the positive momentum in tomorrow as well. And the art can just keep getting better. Damn, I could kiss my lips.